So now jumping our focus to main areas, which um I would say is why would we have to study abroad? Our main purpose of education overseas has got a bunch of reasons. Like you have got n number of reasons why you would need to go study abroad, but I would pick up a more decent ones and tell you which decision of yours would be a right thing to go do your masters abroad and what really you are passionate about. So the first reason we have here is we always think that our traditional, our Indian education infrastructure isn't sufficient for us to uh, do wonders in the construction industry. That's true because our methods are traditional. Because I wouldn't say that's bad, but definitely the other countries have made more progress. They have got more tools to support that infrastructure. They have got the faculty skill. They have got the knowledge with where the faculties are capable of matching the industrial industry market and teach what it is done in the industry today. So that would be the first reason why people prefer going to pursue their masters abroad, and this is one of my reason why I went there. The second reason would be the research opportunities. Research opportunities, like our country is a little lesser investing on research because like you need enormous funds from the government organization to support your research, but which we do not usually get. We only get to do in some top premier institutes like IITs, IIScs, which have got good funding towards research. But believe me, those are not sufficient to what our country needs. We need to gear up and we need to invest a lot on research now, because if there is no research, there's nothing new coming up. So you will only have to stick on to traditional 1940s, 1960s stuff, and then that's how we lag behind in new technology. Uh, the next reason why an individual be wanting to go abroad is like everywhere, it's like to learn new perspective, new culture, new peoples. Like we always like to discover new things. So some people do have the ideology like I want to spend some part of my age living in another country, understanding their culture, what are their perspectives of life, how things happen there, what how job, like how the life is in those countries. So that is also one of the reasons why people choose to study abroad. The next reason would be the global recognition, which also was my main motive to go pursue abroad. So global recognition is like, so when a company or any organization outside India hires you, there are other countries which have got their degree rankings much better than Indian degrees. So once you have degrees from global some top countries like USA, UK, you get that skill set, which automatically makes you that equipped, self equipped, face, you can go perform, you can face the global job market, you can go perform well in any of those countries, because you altogether get a very good the academia side of things, and you will also do a lot of practical work when you're doing there. So I think that's what really needs for you to be go getter to grab an opportunity everywhere in in the globe. The next point would be, some people do have entrepreneurial mindset. So everybody has their own ambitions. They want to do something of their own. So there are definitely some good programs abroad which help you to get those ideas, those ways how you can start up your own firm. You can do any, you can do a contracting firm, you can do a consulting firm, you can do an architectural firm, depending upon your interest and your specialization. So definitely abroad education does help you because of their, again I said, the extensive coursework they have, the knowledge, the faculty capable of transferring the knowledge they have. So all there are a number of reasons why people can choose this overseas education if they are looking for an to become an entrepreneur and everything. And the last one of I would say the last reason why, and the biggest reason why people look for overseas education is to immigrate to another country. So you look for a permanent residency, you look for a green card, you look for a citizenship. So going to pursue a master's degree or a PhD or an undergrad degree would be a shortcut to go and settle in that country. So I think these are some of the good reasons why people choose overseas education. Some people also choose education because they've got a lot of money. They want to flaunt that they've got an international degree. But that I wouldn't say was the legit reason for to go pursue a master's degree. It's just waste of money if you're not getting getting the good knowledge from there, what you're there for. So I think these are some of the best reasons why, if anybody of you is choosing to go overseas, should be looking at these reasons. Then the next question: once you decide, okay, I'm going to the other country, so always there are so many countries in the world, but doesn't mean that every country you should go and do a master's. You would be a recognized degree. So there are definitely there is a ranking. There's something called Times Higher Education ranking. There is something called QS World ranking. So it is always important for you to investigate, to explore your country based on your specialization. So it is very important. So choosing a country really depends or ties you back with the course you're looking for. So it is, if I go say I'm going to do a construction management course in Canada, I wouldn't prefer that. The reason of the climate. 8 months, 9 months across the year, you get snow, and what good construction activity you can expect in that country, and a country with so less population, what big game would you go play there? So that's one of the hint where you can always look for a country. So here I have some good options here. So starting with USA, I will tell you what is the duration of the course, what is the post study work permit, and what's your approximate cost for the degree. So USA, it's a 2 years master's program with a 3 years OPT, which is the post study work permit. So, but this work permit is only for you to have a job before you graduate. So you have only 3 months after your graduation to find a job. So basically you can stay back in USA if you have a job for 3 years. If you do not have a job within 3 months after your graduation, you have to come back. So this 3 years are only for you to earn and work as a full-time employee in US. And meanwhile, you will have to get your H-1B work visa picked up in the lottery system within the end of the 3rd year. So your approximate cost here would be 30 lakhs to 80 lakhs. Again, the question, why such a huge gap? Because US, there are like so many states here. Every state has its own regulation, own difference in cost of living. So for example, if I'm in New York, I pay a rent of $1,500 for a room. But if I'm in New Jersey, I pay it for like $700, $800. But if I'm in Texas, I pay of $250. So look at the gap. If I'm in New York, I pay $1,500. And if I'm in Texas, I pay $300. So look at the gap in there. So there's a huge fluctuation in where your overall cost goes. The next is United Kingdom. UK, majority of the courses are 1 year. Now you have a 2 year and a 4 year post-study work permit, depending upon your specialization and course structure. But I have learned that like 4 years is what they usually promise to give you. But again, I think you need to get a job before you graduate. And I would suggest you guys to investigate a bit more on UK, because I didn't get dig more into their immigration policies. But yeah, with respect to their cost towards their program, it is 15 lakhs to 35 lakhs, depending again on the region. If you're in like London, it's pretty expensive. If you're a little suburban or in rural, little decrease. The next is Germany. So it's a 2 years course plus 1 year stay back. So education is free here. It's the only living cost, but German language is mandatory here. 90% of the institutions teach in German. There's obviously tutoring happening in English, but it happens only in very few private universities, and public universities it's completely German. So you should have a very good hold on the German language when you go, if you're planning to go to Germany. So the next is Canada, which is again a 1 year to 2 year course with 1 year to 3 years stay back period, depending upon your uh, uh, area of specialization. And then again, the cost is 35 lakhs to 45 lakhs, varying depending upon the location. Ireland, again, 1 year plus 1 year stay back. So, which is 15 lakhs to 30 lakhs. Again, look, depending upon the location. But here, if you're going for a 2 year course, you do not get usually a 2 year course, but if you get the second year, would definitely be a entire year of practical experience. So you get to work there, and that wouldn't count towards your coursework, but that year you will be completely working in an organization or a company. The next is Australia. So 1 year to 2 years master's program, but you have only 6 months to stay back and get a job. If you don't get a job, then you'll have to be back. The cost is again 30 lakhs to 40 lakhs, not expensive, but okay, construction professionals can try here, but my arrangement here is in order of the preferential which I would want you to go and explore in this format, in this priority category. And then New Zealand, I have like 2 years study and 1 year stay back, again 35 lakhs to 45 lakhs. And other Asian and European nations like Sweden, France, all of that countries. And also for construction, you could look at some Middle East countries like Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi, Dubai. They have got nowadays very good programs in construction industry, definitely. But I didn't investigate there. My interest wasn't studying in those countries, so I thought, let me not put in here, but I would definitely say you guys to explore a bit about their education system and policies. So, okay, so again, every year there's every day, every fortnight there's a change in immigration policies, course policies. So I would suggest you to, when you're applying, always look at what your post-study work permit says, whether your course is like high demanding course, whether what are the job prospects post graduation. Reach out to people who have pursued their masters or PhD, whatever their course is in that college or university. Speak to them. Look, it is like individual's capability, but still I always advise to connect with people to get an idea how it is going to work, because it is totally different. Once you leave the home country, you are all by yourself to survive, and believe me, it is a very difficult task if you're not completely independent, completely not like if you are more of a spoon-fed candidate, it is very difficult for you to survive in any of these countries. So I would suggest talk to more people, look at what are the pros and cons of these countries, what suits you better. But I really suggest don't go to any of these countries only because you have a relative, you have a brother, you have a sister. None of these are going to help you here. None of these will help you guarantee a job here. No brother, nothing. It's all by your merit which you're going to survive in any of these countries. So most of them go because they have their aunt there, their uncle there, their brother there. No, none of these reasons. You can definitely look into the option, but that should be a last priority, because here you have to be to survive by yourself. Nobody is going to help you here. It is all by yourself. Okay, and then next, once you pick up one of these options, like which high country, hey, I have got this budget, my parents are going to sponsor my education, or I'm eligible for a loan for such and such amount. I am really passionate about this country. I have spoken to peers in the industry. I got a very good feedback from about this country. Hey, I am all set to go. So your next job would be looking for the specializations and look what creamy, what hot cake is there for you, which course can take you where you want to be in your career. So here are some great courses which I can say in our civil engineering field. I would always suggest construction management to be the leading one, because uh, I have my own reasons, which I will let you know in future. But I back it up by saying this will generalize your opportunity to work in any kind of a construction project. This will not restrict you to find one specific thing. So construction management is open. You work in heavy civil, you work in residential, you work in commercial, you work in solar, you work in Tesla, you work in electric, any production side, any of it. You can. It is all the same. Estimation happens in every project. Scheduling happens in every project.